Well, good morning and welcome to the 125th annual celebration of the Cherokee Strip Parade. This year I am lucky enough to have as a co-host my wife.
Thanks for phrasing it that way.
Danny couldn't make it this year. He's stuck at auctioneering school, so Gayla's going to join me and help get me through introducing everybody in the parade.
Who thought it was a good idea to send Danny Shade off to learn to speak louder and faster?
Right. Yeah, he's hard to understand in the first place, right? Yeah. So this year is a pretty big deal, the 125th year. It is the longest running celebration or festival in Oklahoma. And the folks here at the Chamber of Commerce did a great job. Her name's Noelle.
Noelle Black.
Noelle and Kaylee did a heck of a job this year. I'm really proud of them. But first off, how are you guys doing? We just had a representative of Seth Wadley walk in, another great new company that decided to join us here in Perry.
You know, I don't have testosterone, but if I did, seeing all those trucks out there would really, yeah.
Right.
I know.
They've had some awesome vehicles down there.
I am a Ford guy. Love my Ford.
So anyway, just to kick this off, we'd like to thank the city officials, our new city manager, Larry Pinnell, the city council, and then Tyson Davis is our producer and runs the PIN network. It's usually called the Perry Information Network, but this year, or this time of the year, I know we have people watching overseas, so I'd like to call it the Perry International Network.
Oh, I love it.
And that being said, Janet in the UK, my Smarties supplier.
Yes. Smarties. Smarties.
I know she's watching there, and I'd just like to say hello, and don't forget to send me some more.
You know, it's my first time to help you do this, but one of the coolest things every year is the people who actually write you notes and letters and have sent them to you. Past people who have lived in Perry and moved away or had connections here somehow, that send you the sweetest notes about how much they enjoy this broadcast and what you guys do. And I think that's really, really cool. And to everybody who does that, he does get those notes and letters.
And appreciate them.
That's really, really cool. I love that people want to keep connected with this community, and it's just little sweet handwritten notes.
Yeah, it's appreciated, especially the folks that can't make it back to town or living outside the state or even outside the country for that matter.
Outside the country.
But this year, we have had a whirlwind of changes in town.
Yes, absolutely.
Starting off with our new city manager, came in with a bang, doing a great job. He is open-minded and trying to get our city back on track.
Larry Pinnell.
Larry Pinnell, shout out to him. Our city mayor has been doing a great job. Unfortunately, we're losing him here pretty soon, 6 months, he said.
He thinks he's got better things to do.
Yeah, grandkids and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so,
whatever.
But a shout out to him as well. He and his wife have been doing a great job with working along with all the other things that are going on in town. One in per se is called the Perry Project. A group of concerned citizens got together one evening after the consultant we hired, Mr. Ron Drake, his last night consulting here in town, came up with an idea and stood up and asked if anybody would help donate $2,000 to help get more businesses. At that time, it was restaurants, more restaurants in town to come in, and a load of people stood up.
Yes.
We gathered quite a bit of money.
Normal, everyday citizens.
Yeah.
People who love this town.
And to date, we gathered quite a bit of money, and we have a group of citizens that meet every Wednesday night.
Yes.
And anybody that's interested is welcome to come. Of course, be a part of the donation as well. We'd appreciate that. But a lot of people had come forward and said, I really can't afford to give you the cash right now, but I can sweep, or I could
swing a
hammer, or help paint, or be a cheerleader. So that has gone a real long way, and it's done really great for our little city.
Absolutely. The amount of progress and change in the last year downtown and throughout the city has been staggering.
Absolutely.
It's astounding. The good people in this town. That's probably one thing that most citizens don't realize is how many just good, selfless people there are in this town that are willing to donate their time, their knowledge, and in a lot of cases their money to make this town better. Not for profit, not for themselves, but just to make living in this town even better than it is now.
Absolutely, and it has come on like wildfire.
Yes.
To date, we have 14 new businesses that are either rebuilt or brand new, opening or have opened.
Yes.
And that is in 1 year's time. That is great expansion or whatever.
Progress, I know.
or-
It's incredible. Not to mention all the things that are in the works that haven't quite come to fruition or can be even advertised or discussed. But it's just kind of stirred up this feeling of entrepreneurship, of well-being, of progress, of hope. When you think about what the mood in the town was a year and a half ago when Walmart closed and
Everybody
it
was
just
scrambling.
seemed like the whole ceiling fell in. It was a time of more economic depression, and the 180-degree swing in the mood of the town and the citizens and life here has been just staggering. It's humbling. It really is. It's a humbling thing, but we're going to continue that and keep reporting back on anything that happens in the future. And it's moving quickly. Sometimes progress is slow, and it's really hard to see all the changes that are going on behind the scenes and how hard people are working behind the scenes because it's not out there in your face.
Yep.
But it is happening. It's happening. It's not something that people are talking about. It's things that are actually happening right now. So this time next year on this
it'd be
broadcast,
crazy.
there's just no telling what.
Several buildings have sold. Our first company or business that we've helped a little bit to get started was Jennifer Rojas and Simply Home.
Yep.
We do to
Just
date.
celebrated
Just
her
celebrated her year
anniversary,
anniversary
yes.
and doing very, very well. We have to date 4 restaurants opening. One of them's about to in the next 2 weeks, and that's going to be called Quarks.
Yep. They've got their doors.
The doors are
right
open
now.
today.
Get in
You're
there.
welcome to come down and see it. And
Look at the decor in there. That
yeah,
ceiling is.
the ceiling.
Oh my God.
The new bar he's built.
Crazy.
The new old bar he's
The
built.
new 1930s bar that
Yes.
he kept.
Yeah, pretty neat. He's redone. And that, by the way, is Jeff Brown and his brother John, and John's wife Trina.
Have
John
been
has
working on that.
also,
Yep.
in the last, I guess, year or so, purchased one of the liquor stores in town. It's called Brown's.
Jeff, that's Jeff has
That's
that.
Jeff,
yeah.
yeah.
Brown's Bottle Shop
Brown's
down
Bottle
there.
Shop
that-
down by the tracks.
Yes.
Which we go in and talk to quite often.
Well, you have to keep that community well-being
Right,
thing.
right.
It's,
Make sure his dust is
it's-
off the wine bottles.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, it's coming on strong. The Parmley family is opening another restaurant in town. I know the old Elks building has been sold, is going to be a bar and restaurant. Things are really about to happen.
Yep. Michelle Taylor.
Michelle Taylor has been going
Coast
crazy,
Building,
yep.
What a cool building. Beautiful, beautiful old building.
That's going to be called a local. I think the plans are for it to have a little boutique up front and the local restaurant in the
Yes,
back,
yes.
and also two-bedroom apartments upstairs.
Oh, wow.
And then she also purchased a building next to our side of the square
Yes.
that she plans to put a kids' play zone in, which is astounding because everybody says there's nothing to do for children in this town. So we're working on it. And of course you and your corn maze and your pumpkin patch.
Yeah, it's not downtown, but
It's not downtown,
It's not
but
downtown.
officially opened last night.
Yes, yes, it did. It opened it yesterday, and it'll be open all this weekend, 3 o'clock this afternoon after the parade. So just something else for families
Yeah.
and people around here to do together.
I know you and your partner, Kyle Haley, has been after this for months. I helped a little bit, but we had to keep everything else going. So.
Mostly you tolerated, which is a huge step because it has taken a huge chunk of my time away from you, dear. But it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
It's fun. I hope most of the work is over now and we can actually sit
Enjoy
back
it,
and enjoy
yeah.
it. We had kids out there last night that were having a blast. that made it all worth it right there.
In fact, Michelle Taylor and her family
her
came out,
family,
and
yes.
they were just a ball.
Yes, they were having a good time.
Yeah.
So it's a little hot yet, but bring the bug spray, put on good shoes, and get out there and have a good time.
So hey, we're about to step off here. We're 5 minutes out of the parade. So just a little information of what's going on today. Again, it's the 125th celebration, which you can see on the bottom of your screen. The longest running festival in Oklahoma, which is astounding. But this year we have 7 bands in the parade, 7 high school or junior high school bands, which obviously Perry is one of them. Excuse me. There are 16 food concession trailers out there, which kind of hurt walking here this morning.
I know. That's my favorite thing about any fair, any parade, any festival.
Oh, yeah.
It really
Diet's off.
is. It's kind of all about the food.
Yeah.
We walked past a giant lemon and a blow-up lemon and a Greek food trailer and those angel eggs.
A couple of smokers going on in town.
Yeah.
Jonathan, one of our new food entrepreneurs, he has a Beer Rocks trailer out there that's here permanently, actually.
Yes.
Another one of our permanent food trucks is Next Level Barbecue, Archie and his wife. Great folks, and he's here today. Excuse me.
Get you all nice and choked up. Is this where, with good rapport, I'm supposed to just cover for you? Yeah. We don't have a cough button. I think for next year we should have a cough button.
Can we get that handled, Mr. Davis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it in the budget?
He gives a thumbs up.
It's not in the budget.
So anyway, 16 food concession stands. That's not naming the smaller ones around that are fundraisers,
Yes.
which is really neat.
Noble County Storm Watch.
Noble County Storm Watch, Lee and Deb, they're heading up. They're selling hot dogs, chips, and drink for $5. Stop by and see them and help the Storm Watch help them help you, so to speak.
With all the talk about the hurricane, we know
we're
about
going to get hit
weather.
with that here in a bit.
So go ask them about Nixle.
Yeah.
And getting signed up for the emergency alert system in Perry, so that when, it's very important that we have local bad weather alerts instead of, when there's bad weather going on in Oklahoma City, us folks up here in the outer reaches kind of get neglected a bit when there's bad weather in the area.
Yeah.
Oh, slide that in there.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
We'll be very subtle with product placement here. Oh, look, you can't see it.
So we are in the market for a new vehicle, so we'll be looking for a 10% discount.
And oil changes.
Oil changes for life. And motors for life. So that's a new company that's come to town. It's been crazy. Again, part of that whirlwind, just to get back off the parade for a second, Seth Wadley and his crew come to town a year ago, or I guess not so much a year ago,
It's been,
and have redone one of the buildings that is for lease in town, and they had purchased property out on the highway in the corporate area. So they redid this building in town just for a year while they're building their new places outside of town. They are putting in a Ford dealership and a used car dealership as it stands now, and I hear there's more on the horizon.
One of the important things to point out, everybody's like, well, I don't drive Fords, I don't want a car,
Right.
I can't afford that. But it means more than that to have a dealership or a business like that come to a town like Perry, because it's sales tax revenue, it's
Yes,
jobs. It's the people that work there need housing. So, the real estate market, the whole trickle-down effect from businesses like Seth Wadley that come in. We've had that for a long time with Ditch Witch and the employees at Ditch Witch, but we just don't really appreciate sometimes our more established businesses like Easy Drill and Ditch Witch and how much their employees contribute to our community.
Absolutely, and then not to forget, we've had Vance Chevrolet here for as long as I've been here. I can't even tell you how long they've been here.
Yes.
So, and they have built a beautiful facility out on I-35.
I know. Think of how much traffic comes off I-35 to shop at Vance Chevrolet and then
and
trickle into the town. I mean, all of those things we need to appreciate, and it's what makes a community work. It's one cog in the whole system, but it's an important cog.
Yep, and glad to have you guys. We hope everything works out. it's just another, like you said, another cog in the gears. So.
Yep.
But to get back to our celebration here, I did say we have 16 food vendors and over 60 private vendors selling their wares in the square as usual. Crazy day today. It's going to be a fun time. The weather's great. Can't order up a better day, I don't think.
I don't think so. There's no rain, but it's cool. We're getting our first train. I can hear it coming through.
Yeah. And
I mean,
another
there
thing,
it goes on the screen.
There it goes. Yeah, one of up to 90 a day we get here.
Up to 90 trains. I got stopped, so I'm on my way in here. Which always really, even owning a building on the square, you think you have guaranteed parking, but sometimes just getting there can be quite an adventure.
A little daunting.
The first thing, I got stopped by a train and had to wait for a train, and then had to go all around practically completely west of town to get back to our own building on the square this morning. But
Yeah.
it's just I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks,
So to
and
speak.
so I always, I have been conditioned since birth to always allow that extra 10 or 15 minutes to get to town because there's going to be a train. But I don't know, if it ever went away, I'd probably miss it.
Yeah, and it's another thing our city officials are working on is making this a quiet city, which means the trains are not allowed to blow the horns coming through town. It requires quite a bit of work, so it's going to take a little bit, but just to get rid of those whistles every now and then.
Yeah,
Gee.
there's probably a lot of people who live on the tracks who won't be able to sleep for a while
That's
when
true,
the trains
yeah.
when the train whistles go away.
We'll have to set up a siren or something for
I
them.
know. But think how many speeches we'll be able to have now that aren't interrupted by.
Yeah. Well, hey, this year we were lucky enough we had the great big band playing this morning when we walked through the square.
In the mood.
And yeah, that was great. I love to hear them. Bill Rotter, rest in peace, buddy. You did a great job with these folks.
Yeah, that's his legacy right there. You know, I always think about the song "The Leader of the Band," and that just applies to him so perfectly. From even when I was in junior high myself, which has been not really that long ago, but the kids that he gave the gift of music to, and
most of them in the band are his students.
That's
correct?
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And so that is an incredible legacy for one human being, and he will always be beloved and remembered for that.
Yes,
So.
absolutely. And just after they played this morning, we had the Star Spangled Banner sung by Mandy Snyder. Is she the assessor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
County assessor.
So not well known for being the assessor. Nobody likes her for that. But she has some pipes, and she sang rather well.
Yes.
So-
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, it's not an easy song to sing.
Right.
I can do it really well in the shower.
Yeah, so I've heard. So the dogs howl with you, I think. Too, so.
One time.
So, more entertainment that we have today, just a little tidbit of information. They are called the Copa Reefers. And
I'm so excited. I
And-
just found out about this myself.
right, and you know why they're called the Copa Reefers?
Yes, I did.
Why is it?
Because two of the band members play with Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefers, which
That's right.
I knew that.
So I can't wait to hear these guys today.
I am a parrot head
Yeah.
for 30 years.
Yeah.
I love Jimmy Buffett. And,
More than 30.
no.
But anyhow, so the Copa Reefers will be playing in the square today, so come on out and enjoy them. There's some great food. I imagine we're getting ready to start off here. It's a couple minutes after 10. We're starting 30 minutes early this year, obviously, because of all the entries we have and all that's going on in
How cool
town.
is that?
And then following the parade
How cool is
tonight,
that?
the rodeo, which is every Friday and Saturday night, this time of year,
Yes.
rather, I'm sorry.
We just got through the entire fair week.
Yeah, Fair Week, the Noble County Fair went on without a hitch or a glitch. And,
Yes.
and it went well.
Yes. All the activities on the square this afternoon. This is the best time of year. This is anybody who has ever lived in, grown up, or had any connection with Perry. This is the week every year that brings you home. We get over 10,000 people. A lot are returning. We have a lot of high school reunions this week. Everybody schedules them because they're going to be here for the parade anyway. And myself, having grown up, being born and raised in this town and grown up here.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, but if you look at your screen there's a Mahindra UTV.
Yes.
The Sawgrass, what is it
RTV?
called? Yeah, no,
ATV?
it's the Sawgrass Company in Stillwater. So it's Sawgrass of Stillwater and Mahindra Company. They donated these 2 UTVs and that Jeep looking. I don't think they're allowed to call it a Jeep, but it looks like a Jeep.
It's
Mahindras.
cool. It
Yeah.
looks like a retro Jeep. It is awesome.
But they have these here, and the folks, that happens to be Sergeant Odell in that UTV there, and they'll help seniors get to and from the parade. All you have to do is
That's
find one
wonderful.
of the police officers walking the square. So just a shout out to Sawgrass, and thanks very much,
and that's
guys.
what those are for. Well, they should have
Yeah.
put signage on there, but
Yeah. Well, I
how
think this
great.
was a last minute thing. I just found
Oh,
out about this 2
yeah.
days ago. So
That's awesome.
yeah, that's a great
You know,
thing for
having
the
a sign.
police department. Yeah, having
Everything
signs
needs
out.
a signs on it.
Right. I mean, geez, guys, come on, Chief.
Oh well.
But that was Odell, Sergeant Odell. I know Chief Brian Thomas. He's driving the Mahindra Jeep.
Yes.
I know they're not allowed to call that. There's a lawsuit going on or something. I think.
Yeah,
So,
but you know,
it's cool looking.
It's cool.
It's Jeepish.
it's cool.
I don't know if they
Jeeple.
Well, Jeeple, yeah.
But see, Jeeple kind of rolls off the tongue more than Mahindra people.
Yeah.
Mahindra.
They're gonna have to come up with something better.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh well.
got to call the marketing guy and get that
I
taken
know.
care of.
That should be done
So-
immediately.
But yeah, that's the police. The police there. They're going to be leading off right behind the color guard, which is our Boy Scout troop here in town. I don't hear a band or a siren yet, so I can't imagine we're starting on time.
Well, is it 10 o'clock?
It's after 10. It's
It
10
is
minutes
after 10. Well,
But you're mentioning people coming back to Perry.
Yes.
Another friend of ours had moved from Perry just recently, and he's back here with his family. And he and his dad, Kevin Kendrick, and his dad, Roy Kendrick, opened another business on the square.
another one. Antiques on the
Antiques
Square.
on the Square right here on the south
Yes.
side, which should be open. Actually, today is his opening day.
Ah.
So yeah, stop in and see Roy and Kevin and his wife Julia, which is a long time. She's born and raised here. Jim
Julie.
Franklin's
Julie.
Julie. She's actually plays in a great big band.
See, that's the thing. You know, we're married, so I will be completing your sentences and correcting
Right,
you as we
right,
go through
right.
this. So I know that's probably rude, but you know, it's kind of like dynamic.
Right. But anyhow, so yeah, ramble. Julie is Jim Franklin, a local, very well-known sculptor here in
Yes.
town, also on the south side of the square.
Yes.
That's his daughter
Yes.
and son-in-law.
Another example of remodeling buildings.
Yes, Jim-
and
Jim has-
progressive thinking and helping us with
Yes.
the Perry project.
Yep.
So,
He was actually
he's
one
the
of
guy
the.
making things happen.
He was the guy who stood up in that last meeting of Ron Drake's and asked who would donate
Put your money-
$2,000.
Put your money where your mouth is. So
I got to give props to a lot of the regular folks that are doing this. You know, everybody says the city should, or someone should, or I wish you would, and 14 new businesses.
14,
So,
at least.
yeah,
Then that's
yeah.
at last count.
and that's yeah. Well, there are 2 or 3 in the
Yes.
works yet that aren't in concrete yet, so
Yes.
that's even better. Homeland is remodeled, made a beautiful store, and that was done on one guy's phone call.
One guy's phone call.
So Danny got a bug in his bonnet and decided to call and see what he can
Good
get done.
recovery. Yeah.
Yeah, it was going But Danny Shade called the corporate office and got this ball rolling about a year ago.
The parking lot. I literally shop there every day because I love you.
Right.
And the store, the transformation, the deli alone.
Yes.
The deli
Yes.
alone is just amazing.
Yep. So
Love
just
that store.
thank you to the folks
Beautiful
that actually
product.
stepped up and did this.
Yes.
We're remodeling our
Yeah.
building. It's going to be a costly venture. And it's just helping to make the square look better, helping
Yes,
to get more
we
people
know,
on the square.
We know what it takes.
Yeah, functions that go on in town. Gosh, it's just great to see.
Oh,
And I'm hearing sirens.
I hear sirens.
So
They're not too bad. 10 minutes.
yeah, that's
about
pretty
right,
good
yeah.
for 70 some odd entries
They
and
probably
getting
had
everybody
3 or
lined
4
up.
cars they had to get towed. That's usually
That's usually the culprit.
that's
yeah.
one of my favorite events is watching the cars get towed that have parked where they're not supposed to be, and then they can't find the drivers. So
Yeah, it's It is going on. It is starting. I did hear the sirens, and the first people going to come around. They're going to step off by First Bank, and that's where it starts. It's going to head east on Delaware, and then come south on 6th Street.
Yep.
And then make the loop and come back north by us, where we're sitting in the City Hall on the south side of the square.
Yep. I'm old enough to remember when it went all the way around the square.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. Yeah, I have seen pictures in flower parades.
When it was the flower parade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Celebrating the land run, celebrating the end of harvest.
Yes.
Celebrating quite a bit. This is the county seat.
I would love to be able to go back in time and see when they had those elaborate horse and carriage flower.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely,
can you imagine how amazing? Huge bonnets, the women's awesome dresses on their big giant hats. And
in the background, you see there, the courthouse is 101 years old this year. It has gone through some rehab and refab and whatever. It used to house the sheriff's department upstairs.
Yes. And the
very
jail.
famous building.
The
jail. There used to be a atrium or sun area where the elevator was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No, that I didn't know.
That
I know
was
it's
a big-
haunted.
It is haunted, so
is
they
haunted,
say. Yep,
yes.
they've had Ghostbusters or however you want to call them, ghost
Yes.
seekers, come out and talk.
Paranormal investigators.
Yeah, there you go. So, but I did hear some air horns probably off the fire engines here coming around, and that'll be Perry leading.
Well, then
the
you
first
hear
day, so.
Dear Old Perry High before long.
Yeah.
Yes, dear old Perry.
But just to come up with a couple of them leading off is the Troop 912 of Perry Boy Scouts. They'll be carrying the colors. The next one will be the Perry Police Department and 2 police cars, which are the 2 of the newer officers in town, Darrell Ross and Jeff Smith. I don't know these guys. I've never met them. They're fairly new. I hear they're pretty nice fellas. But sorry, my phone keeps buzzing. I gotta unbuzz that.
You know, you're Facebooking on air.
You know, it's a text message.
Oh.
So, asking me what radio station we're on. I don't know when we have a radio station.
Radio. So. Hey, that's next, though. That's next.
Yeah. So, yeah, if we can get that done along. No. Tyson's saying no. We got thumbs down on that.
We used to have a radio station.
Yeah, that's before me too.
10:20 a.m. Over here on the east side of the square. And if I could remember, God, it's been a while ago, but yeah, we had all of our games and everything that were announced locally, but we had a radio station.
Wow.
I hear rumors that Gordon Johnson wants to start one once he retires. Our mayor wants to become a DJ.
Does he? That'd be a great.
I know.
He'd be all
People
right.
who like to talk.
He and his wife were out at the corn maze last night. Stopped by and broke a pumpkin.
Yeah, broke one of the pumpkins. Best no-bake cookies.
Yep.
Next to my mother's, ever. Very close.
She sends cookies or something every now and then to our Wednesday night meetings for the Perry Project.
Yes.
Which, by the
It's
way,
the only reason I come.
is under the umbrella of Perry Main Street. Come up there if you're interested on Wednesday nights. Talk to Kayla Schrum, who is the executive director of Perry Main Street. By the way,
Her Kayla Schrum and Noelle Black have done an incredible job.
Yeah,
incredible.
those 2 ladies have really stepped up and made
Here they
a
come
lot of
around the
progress.
corner.
Yeah, here they come.
Here they come.
Heading west. It's the color guard, the 912 Troop, Boy Scouts, and then the police
I love our Boy
police
Scouts.
officers.
You were an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
That's a little known fact. We'll just throw that in there.
So here heading up, the police. I guess there was supposed to be 2 police cars. They must have got busy, but there's only one, so I don't know which guy's in there.
There must have been a ruckus in town somewhere.
And then our Noble County Sheriff's Department. I understand our sheriff is retiring after his term next year.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Charlie Hanger.
Charlie Hanger has been a great guy.
Yes.
Nice to have him here, but he's not ready for him to retire. and have a good son.
He's got more and better things to do.
Yeah, he's retired.
He
retired
started
on HP.
then. He was in the highway patrol. He has been in law enforcement, well, for as long as I can remember. Which again, hasn't been that long.
Well, we've had a couple of people retire this year. Your brother.
Yes.
35 years of being the Noble County, well, not Noble County, but he's a game warden.
Yep.
But the last 20 some odd in Noble County.
Yep. I'm still trying to come up with things for him to do.
Right. And then our fire chief, Wayne Emmons,
Yes.
31 years of service to Perry.
Yes.
And only Perry.
Yes.
He recently,
amazing.
he's actually officially retired as of next year. But he
Yes.
is, sorry to see him go as well.
seeing all these law enforcement cars, it's really important to, when you see an officer, a sheriff's deputy, a fireman, thank them for their service. They sacrifice a lot more than most people even realize to
Actually,
keep
it
us
is
safe
Charlie.
and happy. Yep,
Charlie
there he
is driving.
So when you see somebody in uniform, and we won't even get into military service quite yet, because
So not to interrupt you, but that's the BIA officer. His name is Alex Black, which happens to be Noelle Black's husband.
Yes.
Another good guy. And this is Engine 6 from Perry Fire Department. Another good bunch of guys. You know, I'm part of the fire departments here in Noble County, one of the 8 departments we have here. And we work hand in hand with the Perry Fire Department, and it's, I'm glad to be part of their group. So.
Woohoo!
I don't know who's
I'm
coming
so
up next.
excited.
Yeah.
This is like Christmas.
Should be our Perry High School band coming up behind the fire department. I don't know whose little girl that is.
I don't know. She's cute.
So,
She's cute. That
So-
was a huge deal. Growing up when you were a kid to get invited to ride in a vehicle around the square.
Oh, I bet.
Yes,
I
that was awesome. Here they come.
Perry High
Perry
School
High
band.
School marching band.
Were you
and
ever in band?
I was in band. I was in band in junior high, and I played the flute. I was actually the first chair for a while, and I was the right lead, which is very important when you're marching in a band.
I got you.
Because everybody
I was in
lined
band.
up.
I was in marching band when
Yeah.
I was in junior high or grade school. Actually.
I gave that all up for an art class with Mr. Garvey, who had a business on the
Yeah, he
south
was in
side of the
business
square.
when I was here.
Yes,
Woods
yes.
and
He was
cuts
my art teacher for a semester, and his wife Sandra was my shop teacher.
Yeah.
Took shop. So that was a long time ago as well. But the Perry High School marching band it's almost under the direction of Bill Rotter and Sandy Hinchey for a long time. Awards. I mean, we really won awards just like our wrestling team. It was almost taken for granted that they were going to win every
What's wrong with
race
that
they got.
plan?
That's our
The
fight
fight
song.
song?
Yeah.
So behind the Perry High School band is our honorary parade marshal, Laura Kemnitz.
It's called Hero Perry High.
That's great.
I will sing.
So
I will
behind
sing it for you.
behind the parade is Laura Kemnitz, our honorary parade marshal, and just a little tidbit of information: the Kemnitz family has run that station on the corner, the longest running station in 91 years of history in the same place, or something
Yeah,
like that.
amazing.
People come from far and wide to
Right,
see this place. Craig keeps it up so nice. He has a little museum to the south, or I'm sorry, to the east.
People
But
drive their old cars here just to park in front of the station. There you go. Okay. People drive from all over to park their old cars in front of the station to take pictures of them.
so one thing the Kemnitz family did, they sponsored the parade today
Oh,
because of Laura's being on it.
well, and that makes perfect sense. That's a perfect fit.
What a sweetheart of a lady, too.
Yeah.
She's always got a smile on her face. She's down there telling Craig what he's doing wrong in the gas station. You know, you figure after all these years, Craig would
Does-
know what's going on and how to do it. You know, Mom's got to tell him.
He doesn't correct her though, does he?
I don't know. I've never. Well, she'd probably get up and slap him.
Don't doubt it. There
So
she
that
is.
there she is, and
She's a firecracker. I love her.
she is in a T-Bird, a convertible T-Bird.
Look at there.
So yeah, she's one heck of a lady.
She is. She's amazing, and she knows.
And Craig is driving her
she
son. Go
knows
figure.
everybody.
She'll probably hit him in the back of the
Oh
head
look,
because
she's
he's going
throwing
too
candy.
fast.
Yeah. There they go.
What a great family, a great tribute to a great lady.
I know. They're an institution.
Yep.
Institution here.
So next behind Mrs. Kemnitz is Chuck Hall, an ex-mayor, longtime business, born and raised,
Yeah, classmate of mine.
classmate of yours, born and raised here in Perry, ex-mayor of Perry, 2 terms
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
Citizen of the Year, and also running for state senate.
Oh wow.
So, yep, there he is.
Yep.
He's a good guy.
Look at all that. See, he's got a lot more gray hair than I do. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's politician.
Oh, I know, that's true.
comes with
If that doesn't give you gray hair and wrinkles, I don't know what will.
So behind Mr. Hall is our 3 vehicles for the Queen.
Homecoming.
Homecoming Queens.
Football homecoming.
Yeah. Were you ever homecoming queen?
That's not a nice thing to bring up here on TV.
No?
No, I wasn't.
I know you're a rodeo queen.
I was a basketball royalty attendant.
Oh, gotcha.
I was. So I
carried
almost
the
got in there.
basketball?
No. No,
Sorry.
but I almost made it, but not quite.
So behind them, I got to stop you here. This is a quick thing. The PHS cheer was right behind them. The reason why they're so early is they're heading to nationals or regionals, and this is the first time in
Where?
6 years that they have competed. So they have to get through the parade, and I think they're heading north of Kansas.
Wow.
Amy Hall has been their director, and she
head.
has come a long way with them.
Wow, she
and
has.
she's packing these girls up
She
and heading
has.
out as soon as they get around the parade.
Here comes our American Legion.
Yeah, our American Legion's here.
Post 53, that's another. When you see a veteran, and there are many around the square today, thank them for their service, not a veteran.
Yeah, a veteran. So, yes, their post is just behind our building, about a block.
Yes, yes. Thank them for their service. The reason we're here is because of them and their sacrifices. And cuteness.
Cuteness, guys and
Cuteness.
dolls, twirling corp. 20 corp. Corporation.
Love it. Yeah, how
20
about-
20
yeah.
twirlers
corpsmen?
from ages 2 to 10.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. Now, here comes a little green thing. Is that one of those Mahindra things?
I think we're a little out of it. So I don't know what
Yes,
this is. We're going to
but
have to wait until this comes up. When
Being the
they get ready.
consummate professionals that we are.
Oh no, we are in order.
we
I
will roll
apologize.
right with
This is the class of 1968. This is their 50th reunion here in town.
Wow.
1958.
And they're making them walk?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just cruel.
What would you expect? 1958. That's not that old.
Yeah.
You know. Jeez.
Look at them.
We'll be there soon.
Oh, I know. That's
Oh.
terrible.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm sorry. I said 58. It's 68.
68. Perry Youth Maroon Football. Look at, man, that's
Second
a lot
through
of
sixth
football
grader.
players.
Well, it's football and cheerleaders. There should be on the cheerleaders in there too.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yep, second through sixth grade. In fact, they did rather well the last couple of weeks, from what I heard.
Throwing out candy.
Here
That's
comes
a
the junior
lot
cheerleaders.
Of football players.
Yeah.
Junior. That's a lot of maroon.
Yeah.
That is a lot of maroon. They're cute too. See, you get to have a woman's touch on this broadcast because I bet nobody ever said super cute.
Super cute.
Super cute.
I bet you hear that about 10 times a day.
I know.
With Miss Kim in our shop.
Soup cute.
Everything she
She's
does is
actually
super cute.
shortened it to soup cute now.
Yeah. Oh, really?
That's soup cute.
Yeah.
So.
So here's our campfire. I guess it's girls and boys, right?
Yes. Yes. Campfire girls and boys.
They-
They do a lot.
They do, and they help out. They do a lot of work out at CCC Lake. They
Yes.
get a lot done. They pitch in a lot of work. And in fact, we've gone out there and done some presentations for them with the fire department, trying to help them out.
Everybody's running out to get candy. That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
what's
who's
a
coming
parade?
up? Perry Green Valley Nursing
What's a
Home?
parade
Well, that's
without
like that.
candy being shot into the audience?
1970 to 1975.
Wow.
Girls only. That's not right. Girls only, boys and 1975 boys and.
Oh, that's for campfire.
Oh,
there you go.
I gotcha.
There you go. That's the
Oh.
rest of the campfire.
Oh, now
It
I
all
forgot.
makes sense.
Yeah. I was going to say, boy, that's,
We are family.
That's not allowed. Girls only. And right behind the
Not
campfire,
anymore.
again in order, I was wrong again, is the Perry Green Valley Nursing Home.
See, you don't give the parade setter-uppers much credit here.
It's hard to line
They're
these
gonna-
folks up.
Oh,
They
I
have
know.
2 streets to do it on. And,
If you
and
tried to drive here this morning,
this
you would have
morning
seen
was the
how hard.
5K, 10K race, and they had to work around that, and all those folks running in there.
There's really no other day that you can get blocked by a tiny home.
I
and
really
not be
don't
able to.
get the 5K, 10K race. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I drove by the signs this morning and saw the arrows, and I just laughed and laughed because I was in a car.
Cowboy driving.
Brad.
Yeah, he's a character.
He's his own institution.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We would all miss him if he weren't around.
He has several different places, different offices around the state.
He's one of
Does
the
offer a
friendliest
lot.
human beings I've ever met.
Yeah, he's a good guy. His wife and in-laws, I guess, own the Comeback Cafe.
Comeback Cafe and Sooner's Corner. Mary Lee.
She is another cornerstone.
I know,
so.
absolute institution. She's a
90
tourism draw in
90 years, same place?
the oldest continuously running cafe in the same spot in Oklahoma.
Yep.
So we have another band with a flag corps.
Who is the band?
They are not Perkins High School Band.
Perkins High School Band. There
The
you go. Thank
Perkins
you, Tyson.
Demons. The Perkins Demons. You know, it's kind of wrong.
So is it not called Perkins Tryon anymore?
I don't know. That's a good.
No, I think it is. I think it is still Perkins Tryon.
Okay.
I haven't done such one.
I remember that we used to go. They were big rivals for high school sports, which hasn't been long ago.
Cowboy driving. Well, here, let me.
Oh, you gotta throw the hat
The
up.
Seth Wadley new company's coming to town, and I'll just let that sit there until they go by. But you can't see me, so I'm going to tell you I am wearing a Seth Wadley hat in a second. A maroon
Okay.
Seth Wadley hat. So
Mustangs.
look at that, yeah, pretty Mustangs. He is actually known as the largest seller of Ford trucks in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, but there's Mustangs.
Yeah,
Did you notice?
the Raptor, of course.
Did you
gotta
notice
put a
when we
Raptor
were
in.
watching Street Outlaws the other night that the like 6 out of the top 10 fastest cars were all
Fords,
Mustangs?
yeah.
Everybody drove a Mustang. Oh my God! Look at that Raptor.
That Raptor's
I'm
nice.
telling
That's
you.
that gray truck is the one he had down
Do you
at.
know?
No, it isn't the one. It's
If you
similar to the
if
one.
you drove a Raptor, you could probably get any brother.
Well, seeing that we fly Raptors, that would be we ought to buy a Raptor.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you know, we put our Hawks in the Raptor. That's the gray truck he had down at the fair. That truck is sexy.
I gotta say.
It's
yeah.
annoyingly
Yeah.
high. It's higher than my truck.
Well, you have them install one of those little step ladders or a bucket on a string so
Yeah,
you can
need
get
a
in and out of it.
5-gallon pail.
Yeah.
But I do really think we ought to buy a red Raptor. Because you like red.
Well, you want me to disagree with that? I'm probably not going to.
And we put Argo
they're
and
cool.
Nola in there
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let him sit on the back.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
pretty neat.
Newt.
So, Mr. Newt. Here's our District 3, Lance West, our District 3 commissioner, is rerunning this year. That is a pretty cool truck.
I'm going to say they probably need to up their budget a little, though.
Yeah, I mean, geez, yeah. That's what
I
he
love it.
That's what he
I love
delivers
it.
rock with and
Yes.
pulls the graders. You
Yes,
know? Yeah.
yes. I love it. Look at the Longhorn skull on the side. My gosh.
In fact, your family owns an old Noble County rock truck, and you
It
use
was.
it as a weed truck.
It's a 1953 Ford, and it began its life with the
District 3.
with District 3 as a rock hauler for about a year or two. But it's been in our family. Old Pink, she's been with us
So
for the duration.
there is a question on how you pronounce this guy's name coming up. You know, if you want to go with the, you know, like the faucet commercial with the funny name, they're Pfizer.
Oh, no,
but it's
no.
spelled with the PF, like Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
So some people call him Pfeiffer, some people call him Pfeiffer.
It's Pfeiffer. If you are in the agricultural industry at all, know anything about goats or cattle,
No, I
you
don't.
know that it's pronounced Pfeiffer.
You got to remember, I'm a come here, not a from here.
Yes, I know. You're a Yankee.
But that is John right there. He is running this year, or rerunning this year. Another great guy. He's done a lot of great things for the state and for our
And he's
area.
young.
And a
That
young
is
fella,
great.
a Marine.
Fresh ideas.
So,
Yes, yes. Good guy. Good family. Great family.
And then behind him is, you know, of
Look
course,
at that car.
that is Karen Wilcox driving a Dunford 57 T-Bird with Brian
that
Hermanson,
is
our
awesome.
Kay in Noble County. Karen driving around square with her top off.
Again.
So.
Every year. Every year.
I think the police would just say.
I know. It's
So,
just
but that car is
shameful.
actually Dunford Auto's car.
that was a
He's
cool car.
donated that for the day for Karen to drive our district attorney Brian Hermanson. So, next up, County Commissioner Robert McClure. He is running for County Commissioner. I think he's from Morrison. I don't know him, but he's running against Lance West
Gotcha.
this year.
Yep. I hear reports he's a really good guy.
I do as well. I don't know him personally, but there he is.
There he
So,
is. Robert McClure. And he's in a Ford too.
He's in a Ford, yeah. Flatbed, one ton.
I
Or no, that's not a one ton.
I love that the people who run for office and positions in our county are from these rural communities. They really know what they're doing, what they're talking about, and how to get things done. You know.
Well, here's the Perry Junior High School football pulled by Ground Zero Truck, another
Right.
big, great company here in town.
Yep.
Actually owns several businesses
Yes,
in town.
lots of employs lots of our folks.
Yes, so
Perry Junior High cheerleaders right behind them.
Perry Junior High cheerleaders, yep. And then Perry, the wrestlers, the junior high wrestlers should be behind them.
Again, lots of maroon. Lots of maroon. There is not any lack of activities for our kids here in our schools to do.
Oh, well, I've just been corrected by text. John Pfeiffer, or Pfeiffer, has already been reelected.
Oh.
See, I expect you to know that.
You are not politically plugged in.
So, Rob and Andrew, thank you for that. Stan, hello, how are you guys? I hope it's not too cold up north. Good to hear from you. So,
Cherokee Strip Museum had their grand reopening and their grand opening of their blacksmith shop.
And they also have an old family farm. I can't remember the guy's name.
The Waltemeyer.
Waltemeyer farmhouse there.
Yes.
That they're getting to be redoing.
Yes, the museum has a whole new look, and another thing that a lot of citizens here in Perry probably take for granted is our really, really cool museum. Get out there. If you're local and you haven't been there in a long time, it's not just for people passing through. It's very cool.
We haven't been to go see the new anything yet there. The reopening, their grand reopening. And,
I can't wait.
This is just a horrible month for us getting ready for this parade and celebration. But I will be going out there. A friend of ours does do a lot of the blacksmithing out there.
Yes, Jim Carruthers.
Jim Carruthers.
Talent,
very,
another
very
artist.
talented.
We missed the Pioneer Pleasantville marching band.
We did.
As they went by.
This is Brown and Duggar
Funeral Home.
Just a quick thank you to them. Every year on September 11th, this year they had to do it on the 10th, but every year on September 11th, they do a benefit feed for all first responders to commemorate the atrocities of what happened.
And just to thank the fire and police for everything they do for our community.
I think Ron, Lloyd Brown. God, I couldn't come up with that name. I think he started that years ago. Yeah,
it goes with the gray hair.
Yeah. He started doing that years ago, and it's just been on and on. I've been part of the fire department for 8 or 9 years now, and every year I couldn't make it this year. We just got too busy, but again, thank you to them.
First Baptist Church.
Still going strong.
Still going strong. If you right smack in the middle of town, again, another institution in Perry that I don't know how long they've been there, but they've probably been there as long as Perry has been there. It used to be a big deal because I grew up Lutheran, so we had to be, we changed our service hours so that we could get to the restaurants on Sunday before the Baptists got out.
So this here is the class of 1978. This is their 40-year reunion. I'm sure they're going to have a hoedown tonight.
Oh, I can't imagine.
All the reunions have places booked up around town or going out to barns or farms or stuff just to have their reunion get together. You know several people on there. There's a couple of your horse clients.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Roger Teddick is driving the truck, by the way. His dad, Don Teddick, is part of our fire department, has been part of the fire department from its inception. Still going strong, still comes to every fire. Reports to the firehouse, runs all our duties there during the fire. Gotta love him.
I'm going to gamble that you can guess who the next one is.
In the bus?
In the bus.
Seven Clans Casino?
Oh my gosh. See, I am a lot funnier than you give me credit for.
I guess. Seven Clans Casino, they built here in 2 years ago, was it?
Oh, it's been probably a few more than that.
That's how we got our new police cars year before last. They made sure they were fitting the bill there for them.
I saw this car earlier in the week. That is the coolest car.
What is it?
It's an Imperial. I thought it was
Chrysler.
a Lincoln Mark IV.
Chrysler Imperial. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Ah, that is cool. James Brower. That's awesome. And?
A bug.
my dream car.
No bug. Actually,
Who
there
couldn't
is
want a car with the engine in the back?
There is a VW group in the parade today coming up here slowly. I can't see what
You
that's.
follow-
Farmers Insurance, isn't that right?
Yeah.
You know, I got my papers out of order. The parade is not out of order.
Ah.
That's a 1970 VW Blue Beetle, if you couldn't
John
tell.
Vance Chevrolet right
John
behind
Vance,
him.
another great company here in
Ooh,
town.
and you're a Chevy guy. I'm a Ford lady. You're
I
a
am this
Chevy
go around.
guy. I know.
Actually, I got my last 2 trucks from Vance Chevrolet.
That's right. And a car.
Yeah, the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Danny
We've given
Shane.
them a lot. Ooh, look at that.
That
paint
is cool
job.
looking.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I love Tone on Town.
Yeah.
They're just awesome.
That is a pretty neat looking truck right there.
Damn, that thing looks like it could hook up to the satellite.
It's funny
That
how
looks like a command
the
vehicle.
computer quality or
Oh, I know.
in the car today is much more than the computers we had when we graduated high school.
We didn't always have seatbelts.
Right. So there's
Remember,
another fine
remember
looking
when the
Chevy.
dimmer switch was on the floor by your left foot?
Yeah, I still have one of those over the fire.
I know.
In fact, some of the young kids that are on our fire department called me on the phone one time and asked me how you turn the bright lights on.
Oh, they didn't know?
Yeah.
That's like, you know, the millennial anti-theft device,
Yeah, the stick shift.
the stick shift.
So here's the other maroon band up there from up north in Blackway.
Well, I don't know. I'm just going to go radio silence here because
Can't say
what
anything
can I
bad
say?
about
If
the
you
other
can't
maroons.
say nice, yeah, no. Perry Maroons are the only Maroons, I will say that. But we do welcome all these wonderful bands and kids to our parade every year. And we are very glad that they're here.
Yep.
And in the spirit of well-being, thank you to Blackwell for bringing your kids up here. Down here, actually, because they live north of us. The Blackwell High School Marching Band. Friendly rivalry. I think.
Right.
I think
And
our
Perry did win this year.
I think Odell is.
He is one of those
Yes,
Blackwell
he
dudes,
is.
isn't
So
he?
every year he comes in for maroon stuff, and it's not Perry maroon stuff.
Well, I think his wife made him wear a Perry Maroon shirt last year.
Oh, did it burn his skin?
Simple Simon's, another pizza place here in town up there on Fur.
Their
15
calzones
Their
are
calzones.
off the hook.
They are money.
Off the hook.
They are.
You cannot really eat too much pizza. I heard on the radio the other day that the average American citizen eats 45 slices of pizza a year.
Wow.
I know.
I know today, did you know today what today is?
No.
Today is double bacon cheeseburger day. National double burger. So just saying. I'm not going to have one.
You know, that really
but
changes the entire dynamic of my day.
Lutheran Church, St. John's Lutheran Church of Covington.
Covington.
There's their Bible school, their vacation Bible school. Phil Covington. See, there's.
We have a producer who
So,
apparently
yeah, he's
is
an
from
expat.
Covington.
He's an
Yeah,
expat. He's
yeah,
here
okay.
in Perry.
Yeah.
He owns real estate here. So he's
Oh, now here's everybody's dream boat.
the pontoon barge, the party
Yeah,
barge.
party barge. Before we get a Raptor, if we get a Raptor, can we get a pontoon boat for it to pull?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Right behind it, I don't know what year Camaro that is. I'm not trying to find it on the. Oh, it's a 2010. 2010 Camaro, driven by Linda Pritchett.
Like the Bumblebee.
Yeah. So, again, I know that car came from Van Chevrolet too.
There you go.
That Roadster, that's pretty. That's
Oh, wow. Bruce
1927
Klein.
or 1926 Model T. T-Buck.
1923.
Is it 3? I got the.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
It
not
is.
like
I was-
it's in big giant letters on the screen in front of you.
So Gary McNabb's up next in his 26 Model T, and they do this take apart, pull apart,
I
put
know.
together
It's
thing.
you can take
So-
one apart and rebuild it in 3 minutes.
They do it. They
one
do it on
big,
the street. It's
like
a-
one big bolt.
And they're doing it in Enid.
It's crazy.
Yep, they are. They have
I love that
competition
sound, that horn. Absolutely. When you hear that, you absolutely know what it is. 1927 Model T,
Yeah. No.
29 Ford Model A, and a 49 Plymouth Deluxe.
So these people are Tim Endicott,
love
Galen
them.
Dorman, and Alan DeVille.
DeVille. I love old cars. Absolutely.
We have quite a few here around in town. And they let you, if you want to take pictures. I know Gary McNabb will let you take pictures
Oh,
or
I
prom
know.
pictures or whatever in them. And if you noticed, the advertisements on the side of the new Foster's building, Holly.
Yes,
Painted
yes.
those old timey, and I've asked many times for them to move their cars so I can take pictures of some
Cars in front of that,
Your nephew
yes.
Matt and his old Cadillac.
his
I'm
old
dying to
Cadillac.
shoot that there. Yeah, it's been great.
Oh man.
There's a Ford. I think that'd be a 32.
Is that a 5-window?
Yeah.
See, I'm going to sit here and show my complete car ignorance. But
That
oh,
might be
yeah.
it. That might
That's
be
a hot rod.
That might be 31. It's a 31. It is. That's what
Okay.
the paper says.
Okay. I love old cars. I don't care. I don't know anything about them, but I love them. And I love how they sound.
So up, we should have a
That's
55 Chevy pickup coming.
That's a Chevy pickup.
There you go.
That is a Chevy.
That is pretty neat. Alan DeVille.
Alan
Again?
DeVille Bliss.
Yeah, DeVille
You can't.
Bliss.
Your,
I can't say
your
that
Yankee
name.
tongue
Gosh.
cannot say that name. That's okay.
There's an 80s model I would get, that Corvette. Doesn't say here, so I can't tell you. 57 Bel Air should be in there too. There's an old Elko. Or is that a Ford Ranchero?
That's
It is
a
a Ranchero,
Ranchero,
it is.
yes.
Yeah.
You can tell. Oh, that's got to be a Caddy.
Yeah, well, look at the, now we have the, now you're going to sing the song. Please don't sing the song.
Okay, okay. I won't.
Oh, good.
I've been singing in my head the entire parade, but I won't.
Well, we got the lowriders.
Can
knew
I
you
do
were
the
gonna
intro?
that. No.
If I had like 10 cans, I'd sit here and do that. Here. That was pretty close.
That was pretty
Give me
close.
credit. I know.
That was like you tuned that before we did this. So, but that is a cool car. I've never been in one. That's my kind of like
That would
my
be
bucket
fun.
list. I
Sit
want
there
to
and
drive
bounce
one.
at the stoplights.
Yeah, that is fun.
I don't know if my liver could handle it.
Oh, just down the street one time, that'd be fun. Take it down to Oklahoma City and Bricktown.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what's coming up here in the semi. Let's see here, truck and trailer.
It might be wrestling or football.
It's football.
Football.
Yep, Perry High
look,
School
too
football.
cool for school right there. That's awesome. You know, I have to give some props to some of these football players. A couple of them for helping on that corn maze. We cut that with a weed eater, and there's a couple of the high school football kids who
Travis, the coach, right there.
carried corn out for days, and then went to football practice after they were
Wow.
done.
And then
It killed me. But
Before, too, they go out and work out and lift weights and at 6 in the morning.
yes.
So, state champions, 3A
Woo!
wrestling.
You know, it's kind of sad that that's almost not a deal anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of expected.
It's kind of like,
Well, Perry's coming, might as well go home.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
But again, and then you can go over to the north side of the square next to Comeback and 611, or not Comeback, but 611
Yep.
and the Oddfellows where the wrestling park is. People come from far and wide to see that.
That
Done
Well-
by the Wrestling Federation.
we're in the
Not the Wrestling Federation.
the foundation.
Foundation, yeah.
Pro Wrestling Foundation. We should be our own federation because we've sent some wrestlers there. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. What's his name?
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger, and of course Danny Hodge.
Danny Hodge, yeah. Oh boy, he still can make you cry
I
when he
know.
shakes your hand.
Yeah. That's high school. I played high school softball. I was a center fielder.
Center fielder.
Yeah, had a good arm. Yep, I could throw it all the way back. Perry High School basketball right behind them.
Yep. You played basketball too.
I played basketball too. I did. And not so long ago. Have I mentioned that it wasn't that long ago?
Didn't you just have your what? Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
That was a couple years ago. Yes.
First Bank and Trust. Wow, look at that. They spent some time
Oh my
on that.
gosh.
They
How cool is
did.
that?
They rebranded this year.
Yes.
New logo,
Yes.
new taglines, new icons. Which
Awesome banners.
Which we made for them this year.
Awesome banners.
So that's the folks. We love those First Bank folks. They take
I
care of
have
us.
had a checking account at First Bank and Trust continuously since I was 16 years old. It
Yeah.
was my first checking account.
That's a long time.
It hasn't been that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't even think they've been in the same building now.
Yes, it was. They've done really extensive remodeling,
Yes.
but it was the same
Several
building.
times. There's Yvette.
There's Yvette.
I have never
She's
seen that lady in a bad
awesome.
mood.
I love
So-
Yvette, one of my favorite people in town. You cannot be in a bad mood when you see her.
Yeah.
She is the best.
She's a joy.
She is the best spokesperson for that bank
I'm
there ever
telling you.
could be.
Yeah.
Love of it. And all the people down there. It's something. Perry has 2 hometown banks.
And you walk in and they know your name.
They know your name. They probably know all your relatives and everything good and bad about you. But I don't think people who grew up here also appreciate what having a hometown bank is like. And you know, when I moved away during different periods of my life, and everybody had these checking accounts with big banks, and you see commercials on TV for, they don't know who you are.
Yeah. Everybody says hello when you walk in the door.
That's right.
You know,
Your number and your credit rating.
Tuesday, September 11th, which the Exchange Bank did a big feed that they do every year, and
Yes.
everybody in town goes, and it's meeting old friends.
First
and having
Bank
a good meal.
sponsors of Nixle for the
whole-
Noble County Storm Watch.
That's right. So every time there's a storm or the police have something going on and they want
Yes.
the public to know.
Our hometown banks give so much to
Back.
our community back. Yes, they do. And good people, and you know them all by name and their families. And you get to watch them grow. We have a
The
huge
president
gap
of the
in our
bank
parade.
just retired last year, Gwen.
Gwen Easter,
So,
yes.
So,
Yep.
and now the 2 I guess we would call them co-presidents,
Yes.
John Alexander and, gosh, I can't remember her name, Beverly. Excuse
I'm going to
me.
sit here and let you struggle.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle on that
Yeah.
one. I see her face. She just walked in front of the camera here 2 seconds ago.
I'm
at a loss.
I'm going to let you struggle.
Yeah. So I apologize. Please don't raise our
You'll get a text here in a minute. Somebody text us.
Pioneer Pleasant Val Marching Band. So you said we missed that. We did miss it.
Well, that was the junior high that we missed.
Oh, okay.
This is the high school, I'm going to say. They are in Garfield County up towards Enid. There's a
I
restaurant.
don't know where that is.
Well, it is
I
a
know where
school,
Garfield
it's not a
County is.
town, that's
Yeah.
why. It is a school, it's not a town. It's north of Enid.
I can't hear what they're playing. Or are they just
See,
like-
our
they
Covington
lip-syncing?
Garfield County connection over here is giving east and south. Okay, yeah. But I do know that it isn't a town, it's a school. So it's like a consolidated. Oh, here you can hear me.
Oh, now they're playing. Yeah.
See, I've completely lost track of where we are on our sheet.
We're on
But since
halfway
we're-
down to page 2.
Again, since we're such consummate professionals, we will catch up here.
So we're going to have Chuck Hall coming around. I guess we
Is he coming around again?
yeah, well, he went around
Oh,
as
because of Citizen of the Year.
yeah, Citizen of the Year, and then he's going to come around
Right.
in the state senate,
I gotcha.
running for state senate.
I gotcha.
So I guess we can give him another
Shout out.
another
Yep.
shout out.
Yeah.
Again, he's ex-mayor, I think 2-term if I'm not correct. Bank owner, kids' school, wife,
Does the cheerleaders, his kids are so active. Yep.
very active in town.
Yep. Yep.
Now stepping up and going to help the state. So.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna get a
Wow. Oh,
personal.
well, the bandstand is right here.
The
They're being
judges.
judged.
So they're gonna cool.
So we've had a couple of new food trucks come to town. Jonathan with the beer rocks.
Yes.
We've had
And
Archie
being
and
of
his
German
wife.
descendant.
I have never had a beer rock. Didn't know what it was.
Oh yes, yes,
And then we have Archie and his wife with
yes.
the Next Level Barbecue.
And they're angel eggs,
Angel
which
eggs.
are off the hook, and they're
These-
smoked chicken salad.
He calls them angel eggs because they're deviled eggs, but he smokes the devil.
Yes, and smoked brownie.
Smoked? Yeah. Oh God.
I mean-
they're terrible.
Yeah. Especially when you're on
We're
the
also
road.
working. The city council has just approved putting in a food truck court up where the old nursing home used to
Yes,
be, next
yep.
to 2001 building.
Across from
So
2001.
look for that this year. I can't thank the city council, the mayor, and our city manager more than enough.
How people don't realize the links that they go to try and help make things happen, to smooth the pathway
Yeah.
for people, entrepreneurs or people with ideas. They just go that they really do. They want Perry to succeed, We have the Palm Squad.
Yeah. And Alexa Bratcher,
I
she heads this up and helps us go about and does a lot of business with us. Again, thank you for that.
I was never a cheerleader. I was not. I wasn't spry enough.
We are way out of order here, so we're going to wing it.
Yeah, we can wing this.
so-
We can do this.
I thought I saw behind them Noble County Tractor, another longtime business owner. Richard Randall
So
and his wife.
my family has done. We were talking about this the other day. My family has done business with Noble County Tractor for 1, 2, 3, 4 generations,
Wow.
and that is the truth.
Well, and your family's long time here. We
Yes.
live on your great-great-grandfather's
Yes.
land. He settled in Land,
Yes,
which is really cool. We own the
That's-
oldest building on the square,
yes,
built in 1894.
and that is Richard's horse.
That's Richard's horse. I
Thank
don't
goodness
think-
he didn't bring the mule.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Does he? I thought he got rid of it.
I think he did. That thing used to try to kill me every time I had to go out and vaccinate it. I think.
I remember helping you a
think
couple
that
times with
He
that
thought that
crazy
was
sucker.
funny. Yeah. Edsel. That's an Edsel.
Who is that? I can't find that. That is still Noble County
Yes.
Ford and Tractor?
Yes,
Okay.
that's their Edsel. They park it out in
Okay,
front.
yeah, that's
sometimes.
true. That's right. That is right.
Dust it off.
All right, we're really gonna have to wing this. Comeback Cafe.
Oh, how cool!
Again,
That's a
we
Jimmy
talked about her earlier. It's the
Yes.
longest running cafe in the same place in
Yes.
Oklahoma. 91 years, I think it
Yes.
is this year.
Marilee and her husband took it over from
Again,
the original owner.
rest in peace.
They were they're only the second
Second owner.
family
Yeah.
to ever own the Comeback, and Marilee is still running it.
Well, this is Kennedy's True Value, and just a little info on. I know you remember it dearly, but the Kennedy family opened True Value in 1973, and it was called Kennedy's Coast to Coast Day.
Yes.
So-
One of my favorite stores in Perry. I would go by. They had Breyer horses, and every time I had a birthday party, I would invite Sarah to my birthday parties because I knew that she would bring me a Breyer horse as a gift.
So they changed to the current location in '94, and then in 2000 it changed platforms to True Value. And this year they're celebrating David and the brothers,
Robert.
David and Robert, are celebrating 45 years in business
Wow.
in Perry. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for having faith in us as the Perry Project and getting these things going. I know
Yes.
they're doing well.
Another Perry institution and a family that is fantastic. Sarah is a lawyer in town. She was also a classmate of mine.
Who do we miss? Dighton Marler Funeral Home just went by. That is the funeral home over across the tracks.
Yes.
On the east side.
That's correct. They helped out at my aunt's recent passing, that I will miss her dearly. First year without her.
Yeah, that was a surprise. Again,
First-
rest in peace.
Yeah, First Christian Church.
Yeah. They're up there north of town. Great decals on that job.
Yeah, I know. What? They got puppets in the windows. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's
That's
crazy.
cool.
Muppets.
That's a great idea.
Uh-oh, here comes Exchange Bank.
And they're eagle.
So,
I always feel sorry
forget
for the
his name.
person every year, Eddie.
no,
No.
it's Chance or something like that. I forget the Eagle's name.
I feel sorry for the guy every year who has to wear.
At least
that
it's not stifling
high-
outside.
Look at that giant popcorn.
Wow,
That
did they do a
is
good job?
So cool.
They did a great job.
The floats are my fave.
Again, that's the Hall family.
We've got lots more floats this year too in the parade. You know, the cars on that are cool, but the days back when we were kids, everybody met the weekend before. We had big float building parties.
Oh, I bet.
That is so cool. What a great job
What's the
they
concept
did with
there?
that. It's big giant buckets of popcorn.
But it said something on the back. Again, here like we talked about Chuck, but he is running for state senate, taking A.J. Griffin's place.
Yep, yep.
She's not rerunning this year. He past mayor, future or current business owner with his brother.
Yep.
Owns Exchange Bank, obviously, and running for state senate. Thank you, Chuck.
We would visit his house.
That's
when
not
we
him
were
on
in
the
school.
sticks.
His sister Patty was one of my good friends, and she showed Morgan horses.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to make everything about horses from now because they're going to be coming up.
Well, yeah, we got a little bit to go. Another guy running for state. I don't know if
Ty Burns?
No, Ty is not running against him. What is Ty running for? I met him.
State House.
State House. Yeah, I met him a few months ago. He came out to our Chiefs meeting out there at J&J. J&J Customs.
J&J
The guy-
Customs. The fire truck
The
builder.
fire truck
Yep.
builder out there in Pawnee. Again, he builds a lot
Potter.
of our stuff.
Jerry
yeah,
Potter.
Jerry Potter, yeah.
Here is the tiny house that I got stuck
Is this
behind.
the one? Is this
It
the one we saw in
It is
Stillwater?
the same one.
This is pretty neat.
The coolest thing, if anybody gets a chance to go inside these things, they are amazing. I could be a tiny house person.
Oh, I don't know about that. That could be a weekender, maybe.
The quarter's too close for you.
Yeah.
No, all our dogs and birds and stuff, rats wouldn't fit in there.
But it is pretty cool. We toured that, and it was. I think they keep it 70% done, so you can see how
Yeah.
it was constructed inside.
The coolest concept, though, is this is how at Indian Meridian that they teach their construction skills to their students. What a fantastic idea, not only to produce a product, but...
I've just been corrected again.
Okay, again.
Yeah.
Again.
So Robin Andrews says Burns is running for Casey's old seat, District 35. So thanks again, Robin. Thanks for keeping us up to date.
Yeah.
So this is Perry Memorial Hospital has been recently, how you want to say this, not taken over, but reorganized by Stillwater Medical. So they came up with this idea. They're incredible together, the Stillwater.
Yeah,
So, yep.
that's a great idea.
Yep, cool
Look
shirts
at those
too.
bags.
The bags, the shirts, yeah, pretty cool. Great folks out there. In fact, we go out there almost every day for
Every
lunch.
day. Yeah, we eat
And
lunch there a lot.
Alicia down there, she's a great cook.
lot.
James, they take care of us. Really good food. If you
The
have
best food for $4 you can ever have.
I'm telling you, if you can get out there and try some of their food, they're open between 11 and 1:30. Grill closes at 2. Great folks out there, great food, and just great atmosphere.
Yes.
And if you
Good
know,
kids. Good kids.
So and there's their Incredibles little UTV. Their hospital's made a turnaround. Yeah,
I want one of those too.
I've got
I don't know if you're Jeep on material. You know, if you buy a Jeep, you have to wave at every Jeep going down the highway.
That's a Harley thing. So, I hear the fire sirens coming up, and it'll be the rest of the 7 Noble County fire departments, as well as Orlando comes up every year for us too. And again, not only does my fire department, Rock Township, work hand in hand with everyone in the county, we also work with Orlando quite a bit. Mike is the chief out there. We get along great, get things done.
They're
I
swarm.
have to say, Oklahoma Swarm 08, that's a softball team. And they have a fundraiser here in the
They
square
have
today.
lots
Stop
of
by,
fundraisers. They
cotton
work hard.
candy, I thought.
They're highly competitive. Those girls work really hard to raise their money every year or through the year for their trips and their softball team.
Yeah, going to all their competitions and
Yes.
over the road stuff,
Yes.
and so those kids have to raise a lot of money. You know, all the baseball, softball kids.
Here comes Casa.
So Casa, they have a place on the south side of the square, I think now.
Yes.
So yeah, they're great children advocates.
Yes. Sometimes they're just a lifeline.
And this guy Hunt with his crazy little miniature horse.
Yes. And his trailer.
Yeah.
Real estate auction.
Yeah.
Where did he? Oh, he disappeared.
He
There he
disappeared.
is.
He's doing what are the
Yes.
little car deals they run around on?
Shriners.
The Shriners.
Yes, he's doing a Shriner thing.
If he does a wheelie. My Seth Wappen.
Here's the yeah. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, there
Real
he is.
estate auctions.
That poor little horse. Scared to death.
The horses learn how to corner though. Look at him.
So coming up, of course, leading the volunteer fire department parade is Rock Township. We got this. This is an ex-Navy SEAL strip.
That is the coolest thing. Again, it's the whole testosterone thing, which I don't have, but if I did.
We got this truck from the government. The military hands it down to the Forestry Service, and the Forestry Service don't need them. They give it out to the fire departments in Oklahoma. And that truck was
That
was a Navy SEALs
That's
truck.
a Mac Daddy. Look at that
We just
sucker. I
we
haven't
just
seen it. This is the first time I've seen it since you got it finished.
we just put it in service about a month ago. It was the front
Look
of the
at
truck.
nozzle on the front.
That's the truck is built by us, or was built by us. We had it painted here by Perry Paint and Body.
I love
Ditch Witch
The bed?
took care of the bed for
it.
us.
The bed and the tank.
Painted the bed. We installed all the plumbing and built all the
Wow.
truck. Next up, again, another forestry department
I know.
service, Stuart Stevenson. This is Sumner Fire, just over east from us. Again, this is built by J&J Customs, but these trucks right here are the best things to help us out through these crazy grass fires
You
we
look
have.
like you could run over anything in that.
Yep. And here's Marland, again, just east of us. I can't see who's driving that one yet, but or east of us. I'm sorry, north of us. That also, I think, is a J&J Customs truck. Another guy who does a lot of work and help us out.
Yep.
He builds all kinds of brush
Yes.
rigs, from
Yep.
tankers to brush
Yep.
rigs. Lucene Fire Department, that's April
That's
Smith.
April?
Just promoted to captain. Congratulations,
Oh,
April.
congratulations to April.
And Sparky. Sparky's on the back. And
How did they get a Sparky?
they've had Sparky for years.
I love Sparky.
But that's again another J&J Customs truck. We buy the cabin chassis, and then J&J does his thing on the back.
I don't think people appreciate how hard it is for our volunteer fire departments to utilize the minimal funds that they have
Very minimal.
to get the equipment that they need and to maintain their equipment
Red Rock.
throughout the year.
Red Rock Rural Fire. That's Chief Cody Sullins in there, and I'm gonna gamble on that's his daughter. Is that Marty on the back?
Marty or Adam?
Oh, I can't see him.
I can't tell either.
But again, another J&J Customs truck. You see his trucks everywhere.
Yep.
Not only Noble County, but I mean, and even
Pawnee
outside of
County.
Oklahoma.
Yep, Pawnee County.
He started. We actually Rock Township has the first truck he's built.
Oh, I didn't
So
know that.
yeah, that's an 01.
Morrison.
Morrison
There's
Fire Department, again.
Covered to the east. How many volunteer fire departments does Noble County have?
We have 8 fire departments total. Perry is a combination volunteer and professional.
Amazing. That's, for a county of a population of 10,000 to have the good fortune to be covered by so many fire departments.
This truck here, I think this is Billings, and I think that was a donated truck from one of the oil companies, which
Oh,
we
wow.
have too.
Yeah.
Lucene has one and Billings has one, and that's their medical, their first responders up there as well, and that's their medical
Wow.
and command truck.
Yep, so that covers the
So-
north end of the county.
Yeah. They help us, we help them. It's been crazy. We have been fortunate this time of year. Usually we're running on crazy fires. We've had so much rain, and there's so much fuel growing in those pastures now. But once October gets here and everything starts drying
Yeah.
out, all these fellows you see here are going to be very busy.
Yep, when we start getting a little wind, which Oklahoma has plenty of.
Yeah. Billings again, that's their brush truck. Again, another J&J Customs vehicle.
I love seeing all the kids on the tracks and in the tracks. It's a good chance for them to get to participate in the parade every year too. Like I said, when we were kids, it was a big deal to get invited to ride in a vehicle or on a trailer
Well,
in the parade.
We've been trying to get ready for the parade here with our Brush 26 I went by, and I sat and polished rims and cleaned and yada yada, and we had a fire 3 days ago, and boy, that sucker was full of mud. So, but the guys came out last night and cleaned it all up.
Is that where you go at night when you're gone all the time?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Orlando Engine 6 and Orlando's brush truck. Those are our neighbors in Logan
south?
County to the south or the southwest. And that is their chief's vehicle or command vehicle, and that's Mike driving that, I'm assuming.
I want you to mount one of those big spray nozzles on the front of mine.
Yeah, well,
I
what
could
good
use
is
that.
gonna do?
I could use that for a lot of things.
NCIB, Noble County
Wow.
Independent Bikers,
Yes.
another group of great
What
guys.
a
They do
group.
benefits for everybody.
Oh my gosh,
So-
they
They put on a feed for
Are
us last year just for the
I-
firemen in Noble County.
yes.
That was soup to nuts.
Yes, they raise all kinds of funds for
Down bikers,
charities.
just kids here in
Yes.
town, something going on in
Child
town.
advocates.
Yeah, they're-
These guys are so active.
Well, guys
It's
and gals, so.
Crazy.
Yeah. A lot of them are Perryites.
Yes.
Most of those folks
Good
I
local.
know. Raymond's just coming up there, an easy kill guy. So
Yep.
Good bunch of guys.
They are a fantastic group of people. They're always doing something. They really work hard for this county. I love the sound of bikes.
Yeah, I miss mine. I've had a Harley for years.
No.
Years and years. But behind them, we got Ditch Witch, if they were in order, and a whole line of machines. Some new, some old. Yep, it is Ditch Witch on the semi. So we're out of order a little bit, but
even louder than those bikes is going to be the Super Witch. Are they going to have the Super Witch in
the
this year?
Super Witch is coming.
Oh.
So on this semi, it should be an American Auger DD110 drill. No? See? I mean, there you go. I'm wrong.
Again.
Well, I'm only going by
See,
what
now
I was told.
you've essentially just admitted that on national TV. So
International.
I'm going to record that snippet and play it. And that's going to be
Enjoy it. I'm very, very
That's gonna-
rarely wrong.
that's-
See,
that's
the
gonna
reason
be
why
my
it's not a semi.
ringtone now.
So, of course, the first truck carrying the American flag, the second truck carrying the Oklahoma State flag.
Yeah. My father was one of the first 10.
Yeah.
His employee number was number 9. They hired their first 10 or 12 people all at the same time. And my mother worked at the Perry Daily Journal at the time. And when the Malzahn family came in to run an ad for jobs or employees wanted, my mom called my father, and my father and my uncle were down there and one of the first 10 employees that they ever hired.
So this was an SK 600, 800, and 1050 coming by on the tracks. And just to give a little lowdown on CMW, it started when those guys were banging on steel when your dad started there.
Yes.
Now they are a huge corporate
Entity.
called
International.
CMW, but under the CMW umbrella is Ditch Witch, which everybody
Yep.
calls as CMW.
Yep.
Subsite, American Auger, Hammerhead, Radius, MTI Equipment, and DWTXS, which is a Chinese company joint venture they have that sells only in China.
Those really cool digger things. I don't know. They're fun. They're just like giant man toys. But again, it's something that a lot of folks here in Perry, we take Ditch Witch for granted sometimes.
Yeah.
But it is
1,500 or so employees.
A lot of people say we bleed maroon, but really we bleed orange and black.
Yeah.
And the company started in a little blacksmith shop down here, just a few buildings down from where we're sitting right now. And here comes the Super Witch.
So these should be the RTs, the 125s, the RT 125 quad track, and then we should have we just saw the Raptor Ditch Witch truck.
I know. I
Look
see
at
this
the
coming.
little-
I see
yeah.
this coming.
That's cool, a little wagon
That I have
thing.
not seen
That's
before.
pretty neat.
Oh,
So there's your quad track coming up, and that must be the RT 125.
that's cool.
Which all these things, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I haven't got a clue.
You haven't got a clue.
So,
It's on the
yeah.
piece of paper.
Yep.
And that's what you're paid to do.
Melanie McGuire called me yesterday
Yeah,
and
gave
emailed
you
me
the
all
whole
the information.
Thank you, Melanie.
Thanks, Melanie.
I don't care. They're cool looking. They are just awesome. I worked at Ditch Witch during the summers when I
think
was.
everybody in town
Yeah, I know. I
You
know.
either know somebody or has worked there.
That's true. That's true. And I hooked up the hydraulics and I put the battery in.
So
I
those are
wanted
the
to
ones
do
that
some
didn't
of
work?
Those are the ones
that were returned.
well, yeah. Quality control. Here's the Super Witch.
The Super Witch always has to be in here.
Oh my
I met
gosh.
this fellow last week. He was in the shop, and I ask everybody what they
Yeah.
do when they're there, and he says, "Well, I
I-
drive the Super Witch." I said, "Oh man."
Yes. What? That's got to be the coolest job in the world.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that and professional food taster.
Right. Yeah. But I'm told that actually, here he
Oh,
goes, crazy
man.
wheelies. That actually is a trencher. The trencher part does work.
It does. It's
I mean, I don't know
fully
if it'll
functional.
trench at 90, but
No, but it throws up a rooster tail like you have never seen in your life. I'll tell you what, if you have a chance to see the Super Witch actually trench, it's just as cool as hearing it wrap off its pipes here. Does that sound cool? Is that how the young people say it?
I don't know.
Wrap off their pipes?
But that is a pretty cool machine right there.
It is.
So, and it says V8 on the front. I'm
I
sure there's a
know.
V8 in there.
Yeah, this is a new one.
Don't they? Yeah.
They change it every few years.
Yeah, I
They
guess so.
update
They
it.
have to upgrade it. You know, get a better paint
What
job.
a great marketing
graphics.
tool, though.
Yeah, they haul that to all their
Yep.
yeah,
Trade shows.
Trade shows, yeah. But behind the super winch,
hold
I
on.
think, is going
Hold
to be
on.
the subside
Wait
truck.
for it.
Oh, he's
Wait
going to do
for
it.
it.
Yeah. Of course, he's going to do it right in front of the bandstand.
Yes, wait for it.
Nice.
Awesome. It's too bad that here around the square in a controlled environment, he can't really just
I'd
let
like
her
to
go.
see him floor it.
I know.
Yeah. Quite noisy, too.
Yep, here comes Subsite.
Yep, that's all the electronics that Ditch Witch puts out for their underground.
Yep, my
They're
nephew
known-
works there.
They're known as the Underground Authority.
The Underground Authority.
So, and behind that is one of their umbrella companies. I think that's American Auger coming up. Is Hammerhead? Okay. Yep. Some of their companies made it today, and that was great to see that, they're
Yep.
all far away.
That's right.
And they have representation here today. On the semi now coming up is going to be the American Auger DD110 drill, and that's supposed to be an amazing piece of equipment.
That's right. It's amazing no matter where I'm at or who I'm talking to on Facebook or all around the world.
People know.
Everybody wants to know, where are you from? I say I'm from Perry, and you say, have you ever seen a Ditch Witch? Yep. Well,
All the time.
That's where Ditch Witch is, and they're all made here. So if you ever see an orange Ditch Witch somewhere, that came from where I live.
We're working for my dad in the construction business. I've rented them at
Many,
the
many
local
times.
rental place hundreds of
See?
times.
There you go. Wow,
And that was in New
that's
York,
a big
so.
daddy right there.
Yeah. Obviously an underground drilling rig.
Directional.
Directional, yeah, but not for
How
me.
crazy
Yeah.
is that stuff?
Yeah.
That's changed construction all over the world. Just the ability to go under highways instead of the middle.
I've watched them do it across the building from our shop, and they went under the road, backed up because of hit pipes and whatnot, and not heard them and come up, and they were a diameter of a quarter off their
Okay,
target.
behind old cars, I love old tractors.
And I don't know, I couldn't catch up with that truck trailer. I don't know who that
was a John Deere.
That was obviously a
And
John
I know
Deere.
that because it was green and yellow.
And here, the Parmley family or Jim Smith
The
is part of the
Spider?
Parmley family. They are advertising their new Boomerang restaurant coming to town out there by
On
15th.
on
and-
Fur.
On Fur.
On
yep.
Fur and 14th.
They're hoping for February opening date.
Wow.
So, and they've already poured concrete stem walls and foundations, so they are on their way. Lee Turner for district judge in his convertible Camaro, or somebody's convertible Camaro.
You should give a shout out to your sister.
I know
And
they're
her-
watching over there in the East Coast, in New Jersey and
Yep.
North Carolina. Glad to have you guys watching us, and
I hope
miss
they're
you guys
probably
a lot.
a little bit damp around the edges right now.
Donna and Tom down south. Yeah, they said they
Yes.
got a bunch of rain. Carol said in Jersey it's pretty nice. So.
And it was her birthday yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday to my sister, Carol.
Like 70 what?
No, yeah, she'll fly out here and slap you. So,
Yes.
Caw Street Chapel, another great place up in north of town by the ball field. I used to help
did
out
those
there
tours, too?
every week at the food bank.
Yes.
It was a great place.
Yes. More candy.
More candy. Oh, you know what? We forgot to mention this morning. You know, there's a lady here that's grew up here all her life, and her birthday is around this time of year. And her dad always told her that this parade was to commemorate her birthday. And she thought for many, many
awesome
years.
that this whole parade was just
Yeah.
for her.
Yep. So
Who
I
is
guess
that?
would be Patty Bible, and also an owner of some of your artwork.
Yes.
So happy
yes.
birthday, Patty.
Happy
I forgot.
birthday, Patty.
We
And
wanted
this
to say that.
parade is just
for you. So the celebration of her maiden name is Ivy, E-W-I. So,
Yeah.
so happy birthday, Patty, and H-E. Avy. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it. So.
Yeah.
Miss Frontier Country, Ashton Vincent,
In a Camaro.
in a convertible Camaro.
More cool cars.
So yeah, we got a bunch of old
We're
cars
going to have
coming
some
up.
loud pipes now. I don't know. I kind of like those oldies. Those are cool.
Yeah, they got a lot of class.
Covered fenders.
Mohall Orlando High School band should be coming up pretty quick. Oh, the lowrider cars. We only had one though.
Oh.
What the heck? Or maybe they're coming around again. Or are we just that far?
Maybe that
Yeah,
one
we
was
were-
with a different group.
And there's supposed to be a VW group, a Beetle group.
Yeah, they're gonna have they're having a show, a car show,
Oh,
or
yeah.
a gathering, I think, around the square here before long, very shortly.
Hetty Coleman,
I'm gonna.
he is
Hetty
running on the Democratic ticket against Chuck Hall. Another great guy. We've met him several times. He's come in and talked to
Yes.
us. He's come to our fire
Yep.
department meetings and chief meetings.
He's from the
from
Guthrie area.
Guthrie, yes.
He is my term for him is infectious. He is a wonderful personality.
I didn't know he was
That's
coming
a
today.
19. I'm gonna go with 72 Cadillac.
Matt would know. We got to phone a friend.
I'm gonna
on
go
that.
72
Yeah, but it's definitely
or 3.
72 to 4.
Yeah. Cadillac Eldorado. I'll go with. I'll go.
No, that was a coupe.
DeVille.
That was
Coupe DeVille.
coupe, yeah. I don't know who these
Again,
folks are.
I
Is
know.
this still
They're
Hetty's
probably
crew?
yeah.
It's
It looks
Hetty's
like
crew?
it's Hetty's crew
Yep.
coming through. I bet his mom's there.
Oh yeah, we met her. She's a
Yeah.
great gal. So just keeps him in line, I'm sure.
Oh, that's probably a full-time
Nope, that's
job.
Hetty right there. You know,
Oh,
for
there he is.
For a guy
Yeah.
who yaps as much as he does, she doesn't say too much.
No, she
She's-
doesn't.
She's quiet.
She probably can't get a word in edgewise.
So I don't know what that is.
A little roadster.
Yeah, some sort of English maybe.
That might be Myrna
1938.
Moore. That was probably Myrna Moore.
Oh, okay.
I think I recognize the car, even though we can't really see that close.
Who are these gals? These
Myrna-
are Perry Elite, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would say-
Perry Elite Dance and Cheer.
Myrna Moore, you will never see her without a butterfly.
Oh, is that right?
Pin.
I don't know that I know Myrna Moore.
She was a teacher when I was in school, and everybody called her the butterfly lady, but you will never see her anywhere when she doesn't have a butterfly pin on. She
Okay.
came into the shop the other day and still...
Next time, introduce me to
I will.
her. Or,
I will.
Or make mention.
Well,
Here's another local new business owner on the south side of the square.
the dance and cheer?
Yep.
Tina Norton?
Tina Norton owns the gym on the south side of
Yep.
the square, does the dance and cheer. Again, pretty involved in
She's
Perry.
worked really, really hard
has.
to put this group together.
She does martial arts in there, or she
yes.
has somebody teach martial arts
Yes.
in there. She's cool.
Yes.
Quite
Again,
diversified.
she's doing her best to give opportunities to kids in Perry. Next up is Perry
Can't see.
CR.
Perry who?
CR. You know,
What
our
is that?
Celebrate Recovery. See,
Oh, gotcha.
it took
Yep.
a while for our producer to actually type in those big words.
He hasn't misspelled
I
it.
haven't seen a misspelling. Celebrate Recovery. Glad they participated this year.
Yeah, good to have them. Glad to have them helping people with some
Yes, yes.
problems. Perry Pharmacy, another company
A
up there.
Jeeple.
Been here as long as I've known. As long as I've been here, I don't know how long they've been here, but they're out there on
Oh,
fur.
I know.
Put up a beautiful building a year or so ago.
Kyler, who helped with the corn mazes. In
Oh,
there.
yep, he's in there.
I actually think I got his name right too.
is that's Brian Friend's son?
Yeah.
Yep. Good kid. He was been out there
Yep.
helping you guys out.
Wants
quite
to
a
go to
bit.
med school.
Yeah, gonna be a pediatrician. He
Yes.
said. So,
Probably see him later this afternoon out helping with the corn maze.
that'd be good. Perry Junior High School band. But what time's the corn maze open today?
3
3
o'clock.
Yep, we'll be out there. We'll probably get out there a little bit earlier, and hopefully it won't be too
Yeah. I hope
deadly
it's not
hot.
too hot.
We didn't have any wind yesterday.
I want
It
to
was
give
kinda
people time to get through it before they have to go to the rodeo
We
tonight.
had to rescue somebody last night. They couldn't get out. You had to go get Michelle and those guys, or they were just at the end.
Just at the
Had to
end,
go get
yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
Champions of the new millennium,
Perry Youth Wrestling.
the Wrestlers.
The wrestling. Yep, you got to start them early here. It's in the water. You make
Yeah.
them drink the water.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that there's some.
So here's the Perry School, the Perry School bond. They want you to get out and help us out vote on November 6th. It's funding a new junior high and
wow.
gymnasium on 15th, right next to the upper and lower elementary schools. And I think Jerry
There's
Lamberton.
Yvette again.
Oh, Yvette, she's always but she's on board with the school bond.
The school bond, yeah.
Jerry Lamberton, I think, has got a big key in this and heading it up. A bunch of concerned citizens, Melanie's involved, lots of folks from
Yeah.
the bank, both banks are
Yeah.
involved.
That's how
They want you to know that your taxes will not go up. It's a continuation of a
a
bond.
continuation of a
Yes.
bond.
So, and funding a new junior high school and gymnasium up there on the campus that's
Wow.
already existing. So.
Wow. Helen Ratliff, 100 years.
Wow.
Awesome.
God bless her.
Awesome.
And an old K5 Blazer. I wonder what year. Does it say what year that
I
K5
don't
is?
know. That's cool.
That's got to be 70s.
Yeah.
So,
Well, congratulations to her
Happy
and
birthday.
happy birthday to Helen Ratliff.
yeah. Frontier FFA. Frontier School's up there in Red Rock.
Yep.
We're up there quite often. We go up there and
Great facility.
Yeah.
Great facility. Their animal barns are really cool.
I don't know who this is. I'm going to say it's FFA, judging by the colors, the balloons.
Yep.
Oh, it's still probably Frontier, I guess.
Blue and gold.
Yeah.
So,
Good sausage.
great
Good bacon,
sausage.
Good chicken. So,
Future farmers of America. I mean, what can you say? The
a little blurry there. There we go.
sawgrass equipment.
Sawgrass Equipment, again, that company from Stillwater that donated for
Yeah,
the day to
yeah.
the vehicles to the police department,
So there's
helping
another-
our senior citizens get to and from, or helping find lost children if there are any.
There's their Mahindra vehicle.
Yeah, that neat little Jeep
You're
thing.
going to call it a Mahindra Jeep. I don't know what else.
Yeah, it's going to be hard not to call it a
Yep.
Jeep. And obviously the Mahindra tractors. So, excuse me.
I don't remember seeing them, so I want to welcome them to
Yeah, that's
the
first
Cherokee,
time this year.
Yeah, to the
Yeah.
Cherokee
Hope you
Strip
come
Parade
back.
this year. Get them
So-
back over here. They're cool vehicles.
Charles, I'm going to...
Daccoon?
Daccoon, do you know him? That must be him in the middle. And his wife and daughter, I'm going to throw a stab at and say, guess. Not literally stab them, but
Yeah, let's not
Not
make
good.
threats of violence on. Yeah, State Treasurer. Another Mustang.
another Mustang, let's say 69.
I'd go 67. Classic.
Doesn't say.
In
so.
67, the classic year, that's the year everybody.
Georgia's fine. furniture.
Georgia, that car has been in the parade for
years.
many, many, many years. Her and her crew. Is Rhonda in there?
I don't see Rhonda.
She might be driving.
Nope.
Can't tell.
Rhonda
is driving,
Oh,
yep.
Rhonda is driving.
Yep, she doesn't have her hair up.
That's probably the first time I've ever seen
I
that woman with
know.
her hair down.
Yep.
Gosh.
Rhonda's Framing, which is in one of Georgia's antique stores. She
On the north
does
side of
a
the square.
lot of work for me in my artwork, and I really appreciate that. She never complains when I want her to do it last
Tomorrow.
minute. Yes, I know. Georgia, that antique stores are so fun and cool to go through.
So signaling the end of the parade,
When the horses start,
the horses start.
when the
So,
Cherokee Strip
I don't
riding
think this is the
club-
Cherokee Strip though. This might be.
Oh, they go last. The Cowboy Church.
Riding, the Cowboy Church. But behind them will be the Cherokee
Look at
Strip.
that absolutely fantastically well-behaved dog that stays
Yep.
where he needs to be.
Yeah, good deal.
I wish I had a dog like that.
You got Newt.
Newt does not even come when you call him.
He comes when he wants to.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Opens the door.
Which is never.
So,
I love the horses. I rode a horse in the parade every year probably until I went to college.
then
I
you have a
started-
donkey or something with a wagon in college.
Yeah, that was a parade in That was a pet parade in Stillwater.
Yeah.
That was Waco. But I rode in the parade in front of my father when I was little, and then every year after that. The picture of me on the little red roan horse on the wall, that is taken actually out behind our building. Her name was Sugar. We were getting ready to go ride the parade.
Well, here's the Cherokee Strip Riding Club, sponsored by A&M Feed, Stillwater Mill, another great company here in town. It's
Yep.
been here forever.
And yep, absolutely.
Of course, carrying the colors, the United States flag and Oklahoma State flag.
Riding Club also has been a part of this community since I was
Part of your life. Since
absolutely since I was little Betty.
And they have all kinds of things going down at that rodeo
Yes.
arena. At least every other week,
Yes.
there's some kind of competition or school
They
or
do,
lessons or whatever going on.
Jackpot barrel racing, all kinds of play days.
Well, and they got the rodeo tonight, Saturday,
Rodeo.
Friday
Yep.
and Saturday
Yep.
night.
And they're sponsoring a dance, too.
They're sponsoring a dance, and the entertainment's going to be 51 Junction, another local band.
yeah.
They played here for us
Yes.
a month or so ago.
Yes.
Great bunch of kids. 2 of them actually
They're gonna be-
Chuck Hall's son-in-law, or future
Oh,
son-in-law.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
They're going to be way famous someday.
They
They're
are-
that good.
They
They're
are
that good.
They're going to be a good Red Dirt band coming
Yep.
up. So.
If they get one of those Jimmy Buffett band members, they're just
Yeah. Yeah, but those kids, they'll be playing both nights at the rodeo, after
Cool.
the rodeo, obviously.
cool. Yep.
So, which the rodeo,
Good paint horse there?
don't mark me in. I think it starts at 7 o'clock tonight at the rodeo arena north of town.
7:30.
7:30. Here comes a couple of more Vance Chevrolet trucks.
Yes. Vance Chevrolet. Big GMC and Chevy trucks. And you actually do drive a GMC, not a Chevrolet?
That's a Denali. I don't have a Denali though. Got to upgrade soon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you might have to up your game. If I'm getting a Raptor, then you got to get a Denali.
Yeah. So right behind that is our Cherokee Strip Riding Club. Gosh, we know so many kids that are involved in it, parents and children that are involved in that. There's
Oh.
always something going on
Yep.
down there.
Vance is carrying the Queen saddle.
Oh yeah,
That's what the trucks are carrying.
and they bring that in the arena
Yeah,
too
yep.
with the trucks.
Yep.
They do get to win saddles.
And Vance is flying their Vance flag.
That little girl that walked in selling rodeo tickets
Oh my
the other
gosh!
day. Well, she's
For
not
the
cutest
sweetheart,
thing. Gosh,
they're,
I don't know her name. I didn't know her mom.
I don't either,
But
she
I
was
would have
so
bought
cute.
tickets for 5 people from that kid.
Yes.
So.
The rodeo sweetheart. Yep.
By the way, we have to go make a flag
Yeah, I know.
after this.
Yes,
So I'll get it down there too.
For the Macarena. Cherokee Strip Riding Club, and they're
Carrying
flying-
all their flags. There are people that help donate and
Yeah.
make to put on that. And in there should be the Mexican restaurant out on I-35, Macarena.
Yes.
That's the flag we oopsed on,
Yes.
and we will have
We
that
will
made for you today.
correct
We
that
apologize.
here in about an hour.
So, if you're listening, come by the shop here in about it. We're going to grab some lunch first, if
Yeah.
you allow us. But- so,
I've been getting texts already.
so to signify
And
the
it-
total
yes.
dead end of the parade,
The street sweeper.
the Elgin Street Sweeper. I don't even think they make those anymore.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, that street sweeper actually has been as much a part of this parade as any member or anybody who's ever actually
I
paid
bet.
an entry fee to be in the
That
parade.
is not the original
since I
street
was little.
sweeper, though.
It is not?
No, that's new to Perry a couple of years ago, and they bought it used, obviously.
But you have to have one,
Yeah.
and this is probably the only thing they use it for. I don't know.
I've
I
never
don't
seen.
know,
I've seen
but-
it around. They do it before and after the parade to clean
It's
up around the
kind
square.
of like the fat lady singing,
Yeah.
and the street sweeper is still
The
just as
Elgin.
much part of this parade as anything else.
Well,
Now we got to wrap it up because I can smell food.
I'm hungry too. 125th year
Heard
of the
bands,
longest running
now we
celebration
smell
of Oklahoma.
food.
It's
We
been a
didn't
ball.
kill each other.
That's right. Yeah.
You didn't cuss on
I
air
did. I did not.
that I remember.
And thank you again to Tyson and the PIN Network, Larry Purnell, City Council, Mayor Gordon Johnson. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize.
It turns out Danny wasn't that hard to replace.
Danny was not that hard to
No.
replace, but he says he will be back next year, no matter what. So you're out.
So I'm
Yeah.
just, that's it.
Yeah.
You're just done.
Yeah.
Well,
So thanks for helping me
all
this
that
year.
work for nothing?
I had a ball. Let's
You're
go have some
you're
fun.
gonna go buy me lunch for
We're
doing
gonna.
this.
We have to go back over to the Ponca City Veterans Association. They are raffling off a
Yes.
Weatherby rifle that I need to get in on. And
There's some-
consolation prize will be a shotgun.
There
So,
was there was some quilt raffles going
quilt
on.
raffles.
Right?
Yep. I can't say thank you enough to everybody involved.
Love this town.
Thank you for helping
Love
me.
you.
Yeah, love you
I
too.
had to import some things. You know, the town is perfect, but it's even better with you in it. I just had to
Gotcha.
import one more thing. But this parade takes a tremendous amount of work from a lot of people.
It does.
And we are eternally grateful to them.
There's 10,000 people in town. Thanks to everybody who puts this on. Again, thanks to the city officials. I'm going to say goodbye.
And have a great year.
See you next year.